and welcome to another episode of Retro Gaming Corner. Just want to go through today my complete Atari 2600 box collection with additional updates to it. It's been a while. I'm just going to go through my entire box collection. If you require my unboxed collection, which I have over 200, 300 games, please view my previous video for that information. Okay, let's get started. Again, I try and get box copies when I find them out in the wild. All these games here I pretty much have outside of the box. Some I don't, but most of them I do. My ultimate goal is, to collect as many as I can in the box, just because I like them in the box. Anyways, all right, we'll start out. These are basically grouped together. We'll start out with Activision games. These are all complete with manuals. Some boxes are in rough shape, and others are better than others, so just bear with me. Okay, this is Activision Spider Fighter. It's a lot of fun. I like this game. It's a nice shooter. But that is Spider Fighter by Activision. Next up is Jinx by Activision. And this is a Mez game. And that's by Bob Whitehead. Next up is an Activision game. A lot of fun. This underwater game. This is Activision's Sequest, or use with the Atari video computer system. And that is Sequest. I just love the Activision artwork and stuff. Underwater shooter. I like this game. This is a lot of fun. Next up is a classic of mine. I love playing this with my daughters. Simple yet fun. It's better with two players, obviously. This is Freeway. Trying to get the chicken across the road. That's Freeway. No picture on the back of the box. But you try and get your little chicken across without getting hit by traffic. A lot of fun. Next up is a nice shooter, Mania by Activision. Right there. And that's basically a shooter with all different objects. Blah, blah, blah. Those are my Activision games. I don't have a lot. Obviously, I want to get, Pitfall boxed. And, a couple others boxed that I enjoy playing. But next we're going to move on to Imagic. These lovely silver boxes. First up is Cosmic Ark. Cosmic Ark. I call these my bling boxes. That's a really fun game. So that's Cosmic Ark. Next up, Demon Attack by Imagic. Not in the silver bling box, but a black box. One of my top 20 games. I love Demon Attack. Next up is Atlantis. Classic. Love that artwork. And that is Atlantis. Everybody, I'm sure, is familiar with Atlantis. It's a nice stationary shooter. That is Atlantis. Next up is Riddle of the Sphinx. Kind of like, adventure game. Vertical scrolling. Picking up various objects. Solving puzzles. Solve the riddle, win $1,000. Ends January 31st, 1983. So we're a little late for that, folks. You scroll up and do various things. It's fun. Not a bad game, but that's Riddle of the Sphinx. I love the artwork on that. Next up, it's a classic of mine. This is in my top 20. Dragonfire. Oh, so much fun. Look at that picture of the dragon. I used to love this game when I was a kid. Run from the castle to the other castle, hopping over fireballs and ducking. Then when you're inside, grabbing the treasure and not getting fried by the dragon. Simple fun. Classic game. Love Dragonfire. That is magic. Alright, moving on next is my Parker Brothers box games. By Parker Brothers. The hard boxes, the open up boxes. First up is Reactor. And again, nice artwork. These boxes hold up pretty well because they were pretty thick. And that's Reactor. Arcade game was a lot better. It's a little tough to control there with the joystick. Would have been nice to use the trackball on this. But that's Reactor. That is complete. And that is, again, Parker Brothers. Move the camera over here a little bit. Next up by Parker Brothers is Amadar. It's a fun game. You guys played this in the arcade where you gotta go around painting little squares with the little monkey chasing you and stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Oop. There we go. And that's Amadar. There. Nice artwork on that one, too. Again, that's Parker Brothers. Another Parker Brothers game is G.I. Joe Cobra Strike. This is a lot of fun. I like this game. And this is a 2-player cooperative or single-player game for use with the Atari joystick or and/or paddles. A lot of fun. And that is G.I. Joe Cobra Strike by Parker Brothers. Next up is a classic of mine, Star Wars Return of the Jedi Death Star Battle. Nice artwork on that. Return of the Jedi Death Star Battle. Next up is Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. We all know that's a classic game of mine in the top 20. 32 game variations. A lot of fun. Love this game. Have this on the Intellivision, the Atari, various systems. And that is The Empire Strikes Back by Star Wars by Parker Brothers. All right. Next up is my collection of Spectravision Atari 2600 box games. First up is China Syndrome with the silvery bling box. Very 70-ish looking, early 80-ish looking artwork there. Nuclear Reactor. I don't know if this is supposed to be a spoof of the China Syndrome with Jack Lemmon. Pretty good movie if you get a chance to see that. There you go. China Syndrome. So that is boxed. Next up is Planet Patrol. Kind of a Defender sort of ripoff. These boxes hold up pretty well, I mean, considering. And that's Planet Patrol. Next up is Nexar. I love this game when I was a kid. The Challenge of Nexar. Again, these are Spectravision. Nice artwork on there. Back of the box. See how you get the picture there? Kind of things flying at you in the grid there. You got to shoot them and stuff. It's a lot of fun. I like that game. Next up is Gangster Rally. Again, it's just like Hogan's Alley on the NAS. Well, I shouldn't say just like it, but kind of like the gameplay is like that. And those are joysticks. There we go. And that's Gangster Rally. And so, again, Spectravision. Next up is Buck Rogers, Planet of Zoom by Sega for the Atari 2600. Love the box artwork on that. Sega. You're probably all familiar with Buck Rogers. Numerous systems. ColecoVision has a great version. Have it on the 2600 and other systems here. So that is Buck Rogers by Sega. Next up are my collection of... Let me move the camera over here. Next up are my collection of 20th Century Fox games. These are all... And again, all these boxes... I'm not going to waste time opening them up each one. This video would take forever. It's going on long as it is now at 10 minutes. But 20th Century Fox games, complete in box. So, let's get started here. My camera is dying a little bit, so let me just plug it in real quick. If I can. There we go. All right, first up, Flash Gordon by 20th Century Fox. And these had the little flaps here that would open up and the game would slide out. And that is Flash Gordon. A horizontal shooter. Pretty cool. Not a bad game. But excellent. I love the 20th Century Fox boxes. So there we go. Next up, another 20th Century Fox game. This is Bank Heist. This is a great game. Kind of a maze game. Robbing banks and stuff. I did a video on that a month or two ago. Check it out if you want to see the gameplay on it. So that's a good game. And again, that's Bank Heist, 20th Century Fox. Next up is Fast Eddie. Some people like this game, some people don't. It's kind of like a climbing game where you have to avoid things, jump up and collect the hearts. Once you reach a particular amount of hearts, then it moves on to the next level. This is Fast Eddie, again, 20th Century Fox. Got a little tear there. Other than that, they're in fairly good shape. And that's Fast Eddie right there. Next up is Worm War 1 by, again, 20th Century Fox. Really cool artwork on that. This one's in fairly good shape. Like so. And let me show you the back. Mez game. So that is Worm War 1. Alright. Let's get back here a little bit like that. Fix my camera. Next up, oh, this is one of my favorites. And I just love the box artwork on this. This is Alien by 20th Century Fox. Look at that, huh? And believe it or not, this is in pretty good shape. Yeah, I wish I spent $6.99 for that a long time ago. But anyways, again, it comes out on the side there. Latch. Alien, it's kind of like a maze. Almost reminds you a little like Pac-Man if you think about it. 4 levels of gameplay, go around, blah, blah, blah. Focus, there we go. But again, that is Alien by 20th Century Fox. Next up is Turmoil. Oh, I love this game. This is definitely my top 20. Going up and down, left and right. This one gives me serious Atari cramp. Going up, down, vertical, and you got to flip to the left and right and shoot things as they merge into the center. And then you shoot down the little things here to collect bonuses and stuff. It's just fast, curious, and wild fun. And that is Turmoil. Next up is Crypts of Chaos. Chaos. This is complete in box. These are getting very expensive. Kind of Atari's attempt at an RPG dungeon crawler. Uses 2 joysticks, I believe. And not the greatest game. I do applaud their efforts for what they were trying to achieve. But can be a little complicated to figure out. Get lost easy. I'm sorry, it's 1 joystick. It would have been better if they used 2 joysticks, but anyways, love the artwork on this of Crypts. Look at that. 20th Century Fox again. Another 20th Century Fox game is Revenge of the Beefsteak Tomatoes. I don't know if anybody's seen that cheesy B movie that was out a long time ago. I Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. But this is Revenge of the Beefsteak Tomatoes. Again, 20th Century Fox. Love the artwork. These boxes are in pretty good condition. There you go. Next up is MASH. This game's a lot of fun by 20th Century Fox. And there you go. Kind of reminds me of Operation meets Chopper Command meets various other games. A lot of fun. I like this game. That is MASH, 20th Century Fox. You can see I have a big 20th Century Fox collection. Next up are like a lot of my original Atari games, classics. First up, I've seen Better Days. Just happy to have this in box. I'd like to, down the road, maybe get a better box version of this. But this is Superman, one of the old original ones. Complete in box with instructions. But it's got a little wear and tear there on the top. But that is Superman. Next up, obviously an original classic, is Combat, which, as you know, was a pack-in game for the Atari 2600. Me and my friends in the neighborhood had so much fun playing that. No pictures on it, obviously. Next up, an old original game. This is wear and tear a little bit. Video Pinball. Video Pinball. Let's put that there. Next up is classic Asteroids. Yep, Asteroids. What can I say about that? Great, great version. Next up is a really good copy of Adventure. No creases or anything. And I have it in a nice plastic bag. Adventure. Classic game, obviously. And that's Adventure. Next up, let me flip this up that way, is Missile Command. God, I love this game. Original Missile Command. Need I say more? All right, let's pick this up in about 17 minutes. Atari Defender. Classic. Next up, Street Racer. Next up, another one of my top 20 games. This has the comic book and everything. Atari Yar's Revenge. Right? Next up, classic Space Invaders. My mom would go crazy with this game when we were little kids. We would have to peel the joystick from her. She was so addicted to Space Invaders. Next up is a complete box with the controller and everything. Templates. This is Star Raiders. The big box. Everything is complete inside of that. Take my word for it. Love Star Raiders. Love it on the Atari 8-bit computer. Next up is Sword Quest. And this is Earthworld. I wish I had Waterworld. It'd be worth big bucks. Those came with the contest, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you guys are aware of that. This is Atari 2600 game Solaris. Yeah, right there. Solaris. Really good game. I like that game. Next up is E.T. Notorious horrible game. E.T., which it's not that bad of a game except for the pits. But there are worse, believe it or not. That's E.T. Next up is Pole Position and Gravatar. Trying to speed this video up. That's Gravatar. Pole Position. Next up, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Dun dun dun. That was a lot of fun in the day. This is a 2-joysticker. Yep. Next up is Kangaroo and Journey Escape. Journey Escape by Data Age. And Kangaroo. 2600. Alright. Next up, Galaxian and Venture. This was, yes, ColecoVision game. Ported to 2600 by Exidy. And this is Galaxian. So there's Galaxian. Venture. Next up is another copy of Galaxian and another Sword Quest game called Fire World, which I believe was the second one or the first one. I don't know. I don't remember how it went, but that's Fire World. And another copy of Galaxian, and that is sealed. So, next up is Berserk, sealed, Jungle Hunt for the 2600. Berserk, again, sealed. Keep it rolling, Gordo, keep it rolling. And here is a sealed copy of Jungle Hunt, 2600. Battle Zone, Millipede, like that. And Battle Zone. And then Secret Quest for the Atari 2600, a late game that came out. That is autographed by Nolan Bushnell. Whether it's authentic or not is to be determined. I want to say it is. There's Secret Quest. And then a quick homebrew game, This Planet Sucks. As so. And those are my 2600 games. And I do have, obviously, a copy of the Supercharger, which are Atari 2600 games, but expanded. I might as well just include those quick. That's Dragon Stomper, Escape from the Mind Master, Supercharger games, Suicide Mission, Fireball, Communist Mutants from Space, and then the Phaser Patrol pack-in, which comes with the actual Supercharger. And I wanted to include those because, yep, they were all Atari 2600 box games. So there you have it, folks. I just hit 22 minutes, but I have a decent amount of box games for my Atari 2600 and Supercharger games. And, basically I will continue to find one. I'm looking for, obviously, some more common ones and uncommon ones when I find them in the wild. And again, watch my other video of my hundreds and hundreds of unboxed games, because I do have tons of those. So I guess that's it. Until next week, thanks for watching Retro Gaming Corner and supporting us. We're pushing almost 109 subscribers, and I'm going to run the contest for another week. Again, go to two episodes prior to this, and post and comment what you like about the channel, and we're going to draw some names and win some free stuff. And I'm including NES in addition to the Atari 7800 and ColecoVision games. I'm including NES and Atari 2600 games in the lot. So, all right, until next week, thanks for watching. This video is long enough. Have a great Labor Day weekend, folks. Cheers.